Larry, now what does it feel like to be a father, and what do you think is the most rewarding?
Well, what it feels like to be a father, first of all, is to feel like you have value, something that you can add back not just to the life of an individual, a young person, but to the community as a whole and a family. We come from a very Christian-based background, so you pass those values and character to the young people as well.
Absolutely. Well, I love that. Now, how many kids do you have?
Four.
Four. Wow. And are they all here or?
I have a daughter that's here that's 18 years, well, she'll be 18 years old next month. She graduates next week from King Drew High School.
All right. All right.
And she just won a 4-year scholarship to Azusa Pacific College.
And having a hardworking father like you, I bet you are so happy she got that scholarship.
Oh, absolutely. You can transfer that money over to the retirement plan.
I love it. I love it. I'm very excited. All the members for Young's Potential and at Honor Thy Father are so proud of you, and we're so grateful that you are a productive father. So thank you, and we honor you.
Thank you.
All right. And your name?
Timothy Watkins Sr.
All right, Timothy Senior, you have just won, and I just wanted to thank you so much for just being an inspiration to all the different fathers, the soon-to-be fathers. And what do you think a fatherhood means to you?
Well, fatherhood means to me commitment. It means responsibility and accountability.
I heard that. Now, what do you think that if you want to give advice to the new fathers that are coming in, what do you think that you should tell them, and what are some steps that you might want to give them for them to be prepared?
Well, I just think that they really need to plan. If they're going to bring children in the world, then plan to be there for them. Plan to stick in for the long haul. Don't bring children into the world that you don't plan to befriend and more than just being a father, be a somebody that they can rely on.
I heard that. Now, the question is, do you do any mentoring or anything like that of those sorts in the community? Because, again, you're a mentor because you do have your own kids and all that. And then, do you have any grandkids?
Yes, I have one grandchild.
I hear that it's like opening the present all over again when you have a grandchild. Is that true?
That's absolutely right. Absolutely. She's a joy.
Oh, that is awesome. So can you tell me where you originated from?
I've been in Watts all my life. I was born in Watts. I live in Watts.
Oh my goodness, that's such a commitment to the neighborhood, to the people, and everything. So I commend you. And about the mentoring, so have you ventured out and did mentoring within the community?
Yes, I have literally dozens and dozens of young men and women that come to me for guidance, for solutions, for advice, and I've helped several youngsters that weren't my own make their way through college and into business, and so I'm doing mentoring every day.
I heard that, and that's exactly what I wanted to hear, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so honored for you to be here and be able to show your example and lead by example, and I'm really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, how many kids do you have?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think are the most essential, I'll have to say, most important components of being a father?
For me to say that, I'm kind of at a loss, because all I do is I just do what I do, okay, in terms of my kids. First of all, they know that I'm their friend. Second of all, they know I'm their father, okay? So when they were coming up as kids, the one thing that I understood that my mother beat pretty much into my rear end, see, not my father, but my mother, is this, that you do what you say, all right? And you don't discipline kids from one side.
All right.
You give them the opportunity to make the choice. So what I did most of the time was very simply, I said, well, this is what it is. I'm going to do this. If you do that, then, that's fine and good. You suffer the consequences. And this is what the consequences are. And I would lay them out before. And then when it happened, or whatever they did, I lived up to what I said. And as a result of that, even today, I'm friends with my kids.
That is amazing. Now, coming from the family, of course, you guys have the beautiful parades. And the issue is, do you think that your kids feel a sense of pressure to live up to the name, or how do you deal with that? Because some people feel like I can never be like you, or I can never be like my grandfather or my uncles. So what would you give to your kids, or what would you say to the kids that face the same issues?
Well, I tell my kids pretty much the same thing that my grandfather told me. Do what the hell you want to do.
I love it.
You know, that's what my grandfather told me.
I love the realness.
And he said it meaning this. As long as you are true to yourself, all right, and you do the things that allow your family to flourish and the people around your family, and realize that everyone is really part of your family, then it doesn't make any difference, because you're contributing and you're leaving what he used to call footprints in the sand.
I heard that.
He says, and if you don't leave any footprints in the sand, it doesn't matter who you are, because you didn't exist.
I love that. That is amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know what? Now, tell me, what do you think is the most important component of being a father? To all the fathers that's out there.
Being there when they need you.
Ooh, that's so true. That's so true. How many kids do you have?
Well, I have 2 now. I had a third. My son was killed about 4 years ago.
And do you honestly believe that the lack of fatherhood or fathers in the community kind of attributed to a lot of the devastation that we face now?
I am a retired probation officer, so believe me, I know. Okay.
I heard that. That's amazing. Now, the thing about it is, what do you think are some of the most essential components of being a father? Other than being there, of course.
Well, you got to have a job so you can support your family.
I heard that.
And education for the kids. That's about it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and talking with me. And say hi to the camera.
Hi there.
Thank you. Now, how many kids do you have?
6.
You go, boy. And you still look nice and youthful.
Yeah, I try.
All right. Now, what do you think is the most important component of being a father?
Gosh, that's a good question. I know one important component is to be there. It's very, very important, so that people and your children, more importantly, can see and understand what it is that you bring to the table and the commitment that you have in their lives.
I heard that. Now, to the fathers that are not or absent in their lives, can you tell them what that devastation does to their kids?
Well, it's quite devastating, because when you look as a child, I was a fatherless son. I never had an opportunity to meet my father until he was dead, and the effects of that is very astronomical, heartbreaking, emotional, traumatizing. It's just so much involved with not being there. My mother having mostly girls as opposed to having boys, she was always able to do for the girls more so than the boys. So I always felt left out, you know what I mean, when other kids' fathers would teach them how to play sports and stuff like that, and I didn't really have nobody there to teach me. I felt left out again. So it was very, and my way of thinking, find it to be very troubling, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much for stopping by, and I really commend you, and I really appreciate you taking the opportunity to come over here and also be honored, because a lot of times that shows is humbling almost. And what is it? I can only imagine how it feels for your kids to show the appreciation for you. Doesn't it feel good?
It's wonderful.
I heard that. All right. Well, you have a happy Father's Day. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
All righty. Now, Harold, how many kids do you have?
I raised 4.
Okay.
They wasn't all mine. I had 2 nieces, stepdaughter, and my daughter.
You know what? So that means you're an ultimate father.
Right, and my mother-in-law lives with me.
Oh, there you go. So you have that natural caring spirit.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
5, 6, man, I had up to 7 or 8 women living in my house at the same time, so I'm not wrapped too tight.
But you know what? That shows that accommodating spirit, because you already know women are naturally accommodating, and I think that even for you as a male to be able to carry that on into your parenting, I think that's amazing. So my thing is, what do you want to give to some of the fathers that's out there right now, or that's curious, or maybe wondering what to do next?
Well, first thing is to have a relationship with God. That once you have a relationship with God, you understand what God wants you to do, and that's to worship Him, and then you will do what He needs you to do as far as being a father.
Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad that they had an opportunity to honor you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Stephen. How are you?
Doing great.
All right, good. Now, how many kids do you have?
I have two daughters. One daughter, 19, her name is Asada, and a second daughter, her name is Shea. She's 14 years old.
Wow, no boys.
No boys.
Wow, that takes a lot. It takes a lot because women are very, trying. And I'm really excited that the fact that you are in your daughter's lives. Now, what kind of example do you feel like you want to lead or maybe exemplify for the fathers that are out there, or even teaching your daughters the type of man they should marry or maybe pursue?
Definitely, I would say a belief in God. And just hard work and to be able to show them that we care about our communities, and there's those people out there that needs help, and that as a father we want to contribute to their lives and just be a part of the community and help the community.
That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And I really want to thank you for stopping by and talking with us. Now, is there any advice you want to give to the new fathers, or the ones that are just like, I don't know what to do?
No matter how hard it gets, just understand that God is real and that He's within us all, and anything that our minds can perceive, we can bring about. So it's just a matter of just understanding that you can do anything, and just be positive, good thoughts, and good things will happen.
Who you getting that award for him?
Accepted on behalf of my husband, Kevin Stafford, Pastor Kevin Stafford.
Oh, where's he at?
He had to leave. He was here for the whole time, but we have another service going on, so he had to get back for that.
Hey, duty calls, God calls. Absolutely. Can you just tell me a little bit more about your husband?
He's the pastor of our church, which is in Compton, California, Zion Baptist Evangelistic Temple Church, better known as ZBET. Okay. He's my husband, and he's the father of four, and they range different ages, but he's been a tremendous help and a blessing and a leader to the family, not only at home, but a leader in his church. So we honor him in both capacities, being the pastor of the church and also the head of our household.
I loved it. I loved that whole presentation. It was like the whole family, the mama and everything. You know what? How did you feel when you seen his face, or when he was able to look at the presentation, or that he knowing being honored? And it's like, are you excited that you had a platform in order to give him an actual acknowledgement?
Of course, it's always good to give honor to whom honors due, to give them their flowers while they can still smell them. So it's always important to honor those while they know it, while they understand it, and to always appreciate them, not just on Father's Day, but every day. And so to just show him how much we love him and how much we care. And so he has a big support. He has a strong support. Both of our mothers are at the church with us, and both of our sisters are there. And so, we have cousins and uncles and aunts, and so we have a great support. He has a great support.
It's a family affair.
Oh yes, definitely.
Awesome. Well, he has a very beautiful wife, and it's a pleasure meeting you. And your name?
Russell Harrison.
Now, how many kids do you have?
I have 5 and 2 stepkids.
Wow, so 7. Wow. Now, is it very trying in order to have such a big family like that?
Well, you have your moments, but the main thing is just staying focused on what needs to be done and what needs to be accomplished.
Do you think it's difficult being that male figure that they need in their lives, or just something that just was a cakewalk?
Well, life in general in the U.S. is not a cakewalk. It's especially for being a black man and a black father. But I think that the whole thing is just, like I said, just staying focused. Staying focused and doing what you know is right for them.
Absolutely. Now, what kind of advice do you want to give to the new fathers or the soon-to-be fathers that are, I guess, looking for some type of guidance? What do you think are some essential components that they're going to need?
I think one of the biggest components is most young people don't listen. They talk too much. I think if they would just be quiet and just respect what older people have to say and listen, there's an awful lot that they can learn.
I love that. Basically, absorb the wisdom.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm so happy, and I'm honored to see such a wonderful father that's acknowledged by their kids. Is it rewarding to see that your kids are here and they're acknowledging you?
Oh, for sure it is. And like the best thing to think about it, I know that they're going to I know that they are going to do well in life. So it's all good.
Thank you so much, Clifford, for being so patient. Want to give them your last name?
Legault,
Go. Wow, where's that?
Louisiana.
That's me. Yeah, all day. I love. You know, get out of here. All right. You got some good stuff. Well, you know, we're from New Orleans as well. So, all right, that's my hometown buddy. You know? What part of New Orleans are you at?
New Orleans 7th Ward in Slidell.
That's us all day. St. Bernard.
Bernard Parish.
Now, my question is, what do you think is one of the most essential components about being a father in today's society?
Into resiliency and perseverance. Sometimes we get caught up in our own lives and we neglect the needs of our kids. If we stay connected to them, we know what they need and they tell us.
Is that your daughters over there? Yeah. Come on, ladies. Now this is my first family coming over. So I would like to get you guys in. Are they in our camera view? Okay, I really want to, your dad, of course, he's from New Orleans like me, but I really wanted to say, what do you think was one of the best features that your dad was able to provide to you guys?
I would say just some of the traits that he's given us: confidence, integrity, what else?
Go, Dad!
Self-esteem, you know, just always believing in yourself and, you know, always setting goals and never settle to, you know, stop, yeah.
Do you think that by your dad leading such a strong example in your lives that it also gave you that expectation of what you wanted from a man or someone that came into your life outside of that, maybe relationship-wise or potential husband?
Mm-hmm. We always say that Beyonce song, we want our son to be like our father and our boyfriends to be like our father, all those type of things. So
Yeah, we actually dedicated that song to him, so he knows that very.
Oh, you know what's up. Okay, awesome. Now, were you excited that this was an opportunity and a platform for you to be able to celebrate your dad?
Definitely. I never knew that there was anything like this. So, and you know, you only can tell him so much how much you appreciate him. So something like this definitely, hopefully, let him know how much we appreciate him and love him. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for just being an awesome father. All right. You are last but most definitely not least. Thank you so much for being so patient. I mean, hey, time is on our side. Now, is that your daughter? Yes. Oh, that is your daughter? Oh my goodness, you look just like your dad. The spitting image. That's awesome. Now, my question is, what do you think is going to be the most important thing that your dad provided in your life?
Love.
Love. That was the most important.
Unconditional love.
And by him being there, what do you think that provided to your life when you've seen other people that was affected by the community in this way and by not having a father? What do you think by your dad being in your life, what it gave to you?
It's allowed me to always be full, to always know that the cup is half full. It is never half empty. It's always half full, and I always have enough to be able to share.
I love that. I love that. And thank you so much with just your beautiful spirit. And I can tell your dad did such a wonderful job. And it's all up in here. It is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mwah. Thank you. I am aware that you are a SC graduate just like I am. So I wanted to let you know the importance of you in the community and the type of movement that you've actually placed in my life. And knowing that, again, you're alumni from my school, I really wanted to let you know that everything that you do and your commitment within the community and letting us know that, you know what, there are generational gaps. And there's a such thing called wealth that we cannot attain if we do not have a proper and essential, I guess, components that is basically trickled down from their father's 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 father. Yeah. And by you actually be able to fill in that gap, I think that is absolutely amazing. And I'm almost dumbfounded by it because I think it's, and flabbergasted because it means so much to me, and I'm a business lover. So when it comes down to seeing someone that's the father of business, as by Los Angeles.
I'm absolutely speechless. I had no idea they were going to be doing this tonight. I mean, I just came here to co-MC and do what I was asked to do and called to do. And for me to get this kind of recognition, I'm just honored. I just can't even put into words how I feel, and especially as a Trojan, because as Trojans, we got to fight on and keep doing what we do.
Because we're warriors.
That's right. We're warriors. But I tell you, and what a blessed event. I mean, because it's all about acknowledging and recognition. And I tell you, this just gives me more fuel to keep going forward, doing what it is that I've been asked to do, called to do, chosen to do, and so it's a privilege.
Absolutely. Now, do you think that we're facing a recession, and teaching the people the proper components that they're going to need in order to excel within business, you think it's more trying for you now, or how do you put that into perspective, I should say?
Well, the whole thing is that when you're in a storm, the storm's going to clear one day, but you got to do what you have to do in order to get through the storm. Mm-hmm. And so the worst thing that a business owner can do, or an entrepreneur, is to be complacent. To just sit still and hope that things change, and in the meantime be upset about it and worry about it. So what you have to do are the things that are necessary in order to get through that storm, because at the end of every storm is a brighter day.
And you're so right. Thank you so much. And I'm so proud of you, and I look at you literally as a leader and as a father of business. And thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
And in closing, I would really love to give my appreciation to all the fathers that have been here. I mean, I didn't grow up with that type of household, but the one thing that I always realized, and by talking to all the fathers, is that the presence is extremely, extremely important. And I thank all the fathers for coming in, blessing us with their presence, blessing their children without their absence. I think with that, it gave us a better world. And as you can see, wonderful people. And that shows as an example of strength, example of fortune, and an example of love that I think is lacking right now in this community. So by coming here and acknowledging that, it gives us a stronger foundation of what true black men should be. Thank you, and happy Father's Day.